What's going on, beautiful people? Okay, so call me crazy, but am I the only one that does not want Joe Rogan to come to Texas? Am I the only one that doesn't want Elon Musk to move to Texas? I don't care how many jobs they're promising. I don't want them to bring their progressive communism to Texas. Not interested. Not interested. Now that their city, county, state has turned into a dump, now they want to move out. So they got their wish, they got what they wanted, and now their city, state, and county sucks. So instead of fixing it, because if Elon Musk and Joe Rogan, guys that have some sort of play, have some sort of power, if they can't fix it and they're bailing out of it because they know they can't do anything about it and they know how bad it is, if they're leaving, do you think they're going to come to Texas and adopt and adapt our ways and change their way of thinking? No, they're going to bring a bunch of progressive communists with them and try to turn our fine state into a shithole like they've done to California. Not interested in Joe Rogan coming here. Not interested in Elon Musk coming here. The progressive communists took over Austin a few years ago, and it's a shithole. If it's so great, why are you leaving? If Democratic leadership is so fantastic, why are you leaving? These are the people that you voted in office. These are the people that you advocated for. This is your political ideology. So you made this bed, and now you're going to bail out of it. This is just so typical, and I don't understand why people are so excited about Elon Musk coming to and Tesla coming to Texas. It's the last thing I want. It's the absolute last thing I want. I do not want Joe Rogan here. It's embarrassing that people actually think this is a good idea because they're promising jobs. We don't need Tesla. We don't need a Tesla factory here. We don't need it. The domino effect of what that's going to do to our state here, it's not going to have a positive long-term effect. I guarantee you that. I'm not an economist. I'm an idiot, and I can tell you that. It's shameful that people think it's a good thing that Joe Rogan's coming to Texas. They're celebrating. They're celebrating Elon Musk coming to Texas. It's asinine. They destroyed their state, and now they're going to come poison ours. And they're going to bring a bunch of their clown followers with them. I mean, it's embarrassing how big of fools people are. Hey, we're done screwing up our state, so we're going to come screw up yours. Fantastic idea. Can't wait for y'all to get here. Why don't you try fixing your place before you come trying to change ours? Fix the mess that you created. Finish what you started before you come here and take a crap on where I live. It's asinine that people are getting behind this. This is the worst case scenario. These Democratic run cities, states, counties, they're trash. They're turning into shitholes. And people want to blame the opposite political party. It's the other people's fault. They haven't done enough. Really? Are you sure it isn't the opposite, that maybe you've done too much? Maybe your policy is not as good as you thought. Maybe the cost of utopia is beyond measure and impossible. Because you deliver, you have all these promises. You deliver on none of them, but you have all these promises. Oh, we're going to create this utopia on earth. Chicago's going to be a gun-free safe zone. Really, how's that working out? I think I heard a statistic recently that the streets of Chicago is the most dangerous place in the world for black men. So how's that working out for you guys there in Chicago? But Democrats want no responsibility. They're not taking any responsibility for it. I mean, it's embarrassing. New York, Chicago, Minnesota, St. Louis, Missouri, Oregon, Washington, California. I mean, it's turning into a third world country, and you're pointing to blame. You're pointing your finger like it's somebody else's fault. And then you're abandoning ship. You're abandoning ship. Well, that didn't work out. I'm gonna take my ideology to a state that disagrees with me. I mean, how bad is it that your ideology sucks so bad that you realize that a higher quality of living is on the other side of the fence? You don't change your mind and vote accordingly. You abandon the cities, states, and counties and move to the other side of the fence so you can poison that. So you poisoned all your grass. It's brown. You see greener grass on the other side of the fence. So instead of watering your grass, fertilizing your grass, and going through the steps of the same steps that the people with green grass took, instead of going through those steps to have green grass, you're going to leave and jump the fence and try to take your ideas where you killed all this grass. You're going to take these ideas that killed the grass over here. We don't need you to poison our grass. I appreciate it. Thanks for the offer. We don't need your jobs. I mean, it's brain dead. It's chicken shit of Elon Musk and Joe Rogan to abandon ship after they got what they asked for. These are your progressive lunatic clowns. And when they need you the most, you're going to bail out because it's easier somewhere else and it's better somewhere else. I forget Joe Rogan what word he used, but because it's easier to do business or whatever he said. Gee, yeah, I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. If Joe Rogan is so wise and so smart, why is he leaving his liberal progressive mecca? If it's so fantastic, if the utopia of a Democrat-run country or Democrat-run state is so fantastic, why is he leaving? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Joe Rogan, no thanks. Elon Musk, no thanks. Appreciate you anyway. Thanks for coming out. Your body of work speaks for itself. We don't need it. We've got enough problems. There's already enough foolish people here voting Democrats into office. Dallas, Austin. We've got enough problems on our hands. We don't need you guys adding gasoline to the fire. Stay home. Stay where you belong. Fix your own state before you go taking a shit on somebody else's. Thanks. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Clowns.